Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful soul. Or good evening, good afternoon, whenever it is that you are watching this video. It's a little different. Today I am going to be bringing forth a story time. I'm going to share with you kind of where I'm at in my journey right now. And because I feel that there are others who could benefit from this. Because even I am learning as I go and as I'm on this path and as things are evolving and changing around me. A lot of times what you think you knew, oh boy, you had absolutely no idea. But your higher self did. It's just taking a little extra time to get down to the human. So, Taria shakario kondo shotosnia handaria hata saga e tongo diana e anda si e gongum. Thank you, Divine Spirit. So, the theme of today's story time is the detour. The detour. And I just looked at 555 just now. The detour. So, confirmation. This is energy all about change and shifting and unexpected, how would you put it? Roadblocks. But actually, it is opportunity disguised as a roadblock. And I feel as though sometimes it can be very hard to trust that because we are human. We are spiritual beings living in this human experience. But our perception is still through the human. And so it's so important to show yourself grace when you are navigating the spiritual journey, because it is about the experience. It is about trusting what it is that you feel. And when those feelings aren't necessarily aligned, we have to allow ourselves the grace to navigate them in the best way that we can. So, story time. Again, this is all about the theme of the detour, and I am currently seated smack dab in the middle of the detour theme right now as we speak. So, just a few days ago, and I will say, take what resonates in this story and leave the rest, right? Because I feel like there is something here for the soul who is drawn to listen into this story. And I feel that it could be beneficial, right? And anchoring into that trust of the process and the journey. So let's take a deep breath and release. Because even in telling the story, even as I speak, know that there are beautiful light codes being sent your way if you so choose to receive them. Thank you, Spirit. So, a few days, well, not even a few days ago, almost a week ago now, I was on my way home. I was on the interstate, and I had just left this beautiful gathering, this beautiful brunch that I had had with two of my amazing soul sisters. And I was on the way home and getting closer to home, and GPS like pops up. Oh, there is an accident, on the interstate. And they were like, you're about to reach this massive slowdown. And I was like, oh, well, that's okay. This happens. GPS pops on. you can choose to take a detour, right? You could choose to take an alternative route than the route that you were initially anticipating taking or that you were planning to take. And I was like, and it was like, you could save 16 minutes if you choose to take this detour. And so, believe it or not, I was actually pretty shocked at how much of a back and forth and tug of war I had with trying to decide on, well, do I just stay the course and just wait and be patient and just sit here and spend another extra 20-25 minutes in traffic? Or do I take the detour that I've never taken before? I don't exactly know where it's going to lead me, but it's going to save me 16 minutes. And I did have prior like obligations that I had to get to anyway. And so I wanted to make the best time, but then there was also this part of me that was like, well, you know, patience is important. I should just be here and be patient. Like, I have to get over 3 lanes of traffic to get where I'm going. Like, do I really want to go through that extra work? And traffic is super packed, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it over to the exit lane in time because of how busy traffic was. And thinking back on it now, it's like crazy how much of a tug of war I was having in this moment, because I mean, normally when this happens in traffic, I'll just sit and wait it out. But for some reason, I felt like there was a stronger pull in this case, and I felt like this was a learning opportunity for me. Even in the moment, I felt as though there was a message in all of this. So I end up just coming to the space of, you know what, let's do this. Let's take the detour. Let's do this thing. So I managed to get over into the turn off lane, which was like 3 lanes over from where I was. And I was like, okay, thank you, Spirit. We did that safely. And like, my GPS is leading me all over the place with this detour. I have no idea where I am. I'm down these back roads. I'm making turn after turn after turn. There was a minute where there was like just nothingness, just like fields on each side of me. And I'm just like, okay. But then I noticed at a certain point, traffic was building up and getting busier. So I realized that I wasn't the only one who was taking this detour. And then like 10-12 minutes into the detour, because it was weird, y'all. It was so weird. We end up like, the GPS ends up taking us, and I say us because I was not the only car, like past behind like this factory, and there was a sign up that was like, no through traffic. And I was just like, well, you know, normally I don't like disobeying, the traffic signs. It's not typically something I do. But I was like, I'm too committed. I've been driving for like 10, almost 15 minutes now. I was like, okay, you know what? The GPS is taking me through here. It's a Saturday. There weren't even like a lot of people there. And plus all of the cars were going that way anyway. And I was like, okay, so we're going to do this. So we just follow it out, and then it ends up spitting us right, like literally after that point, ends up spitting us out right back on the interstate. And I was like, oh, thank you. I got where I was trying to go, but it was like the most nerve-wracking process, especially for a person like me. I like knowing where I'm headed. And one of the most major parts of this spiritual experience is learning how to trust in the flow of the journey. And I feel like taking this detour was a huge aha moment for me, because I was like, okay, I trusted in where I was being guided to go. And even though I didn't know how I was going to get from point A to point B, I still got there, and I got there safely, and I got there quicker than if I would have just settled and waited in traffic and gone the initial way that I thought I was going to get there, that I thought I was going to get home. So not only did I save time, but I also didn't settle. which is an aha moment that is coming to me right now. As I am sharing this story with you, I am also getting downloads about it. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, so I share this story because right now it is literally a metaphor. Not even a metaphor. It is literally what is happening in my life right now, in my journey as a light worker, as a healer, and doing my soul work. This is where I'm at right now. I am being redirected. There are many of us within the collective right now who are being redirected and shifting timelines, because that's all it really is. We are bending the concept of time that we have created as human beings. We are bending it. I don't know if many of you all have noticed, but October has gone forth so fast. We are already at the end of October. When I'm recording this, it is October 27th. And it has gone forth like so quick. We are literally bending time. It is 11:11 on my timer. We are literally bending time, and it's easy. And I want to say it's easy. I know to some the concept is probably more complicated, but as humans, we created this concept of time. So of course, as creators of this concept of time, we can bend it and manipulate it as well. And there is this bending that is happening, this acceleration that is happening within the collective. Those of us who are on this path, many of us at this time may be finding ourselves redirected or are being course corrected to the correct pathway that is in the highest alignment. And I have made the free will conscious choice that I am going to choose to take the path less followed. I'm going to choose to create my own path instead of settling for what I think may be the easy way, or settling for what my ego may think is the only thing that is possible for me. So right now, I'm in this place of agreement with the universe. I trust the pathway that I am on, even in those moments where it may feel like a step backwards. I have to know and trust that the reason that it is the way that it is because a new path is being created. And I am currently on this detour of aligning with my highest truth and my pathway so that I can step into this full acceleration. Because in the midst of the detour, especially when we're in a space that's very unfamiliar, it can feel like it's taking longer to get there. But in actuality, what we are not seeing is that we are actually taking a timeline jump. We are taking a different route to get from point A to point B. And because it's unfamiliar, sometimes it can feel like it's taking longer, when in actuality, this is an acceleration. This is an acceleration. It is this trust. And so to be completely candid and transparent with you all who are watching this, right, where I am at in my path of my journey, it has felt like a snail's pace. It has felt like closed door after closed door, setback after setback, things not working out the way that I necessarily anticipated. And of course, we're in this human experience, having our resources, having what we need, and that security is very important to us. But let me tell you that when you are on your aligned path, you know you're on your aligned path because you can feel it, you can see it, you can taste it. But not only that, even in the moments where it may feel like you're in this period of stagnancy and things are moving so slow, you feel like, well, how am I supposed to have security? How am I supposed to anchor in and feel a sense of safety in where I'm at when I am not able to actively do, or I am unsure exactly where it is that I am headed? You will find that all of your needs will be met. And all of your needs will be met because you are in divine alignment with your assignment. Woo, T. Because you are in divine alignment with your assignment. I have had cancellations happen on me. I have had plans that have fallen through. Opportunities that just turned out not to be the right ones at the right time. And it is so hard to not fall into the pity party or feel discouraged or question everything. And I'm speaking from experience because I'm in the midst of it right now. But the universe, divine source, my spirit team has proven to me time and time again that no matter what, no matter the space that I am in, as long as I am on my aligned path, I will always be provided for and supported. Even when I am not sure how I'm going to get there, I am continuously shown, sometimes through the smallest things, that I am supported and I am held. Yes. Is it uncomfortable? Yeah, it's uncomfortable. But if it wasn't uncomfortable, would we make the effort to shift? Would we make the effort to move? Those of us who came here on this soul mission as light workers and to be of service, we have made that commitment at a soul level. And if it's something that we cannot dance away from. And when you are not in alignment with your assignment, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in many different ways in your spirit. It may feel like burnout. It may feel like depression. It may feel like anger, resentment, just being unfulfilled. You will know. And I know that I am meant for massive expansion, that I am meant for major things in life. I know that, and I feel it. And some days I need a reminder, because some days are just hard. It just is. But we didn't come here for it to be easy. We didn't come here for an easy way out. We came here for deep growth and expansion, and to support others in their deep growth and expansion. So know that if you are in a state of a detour, redirection, you may not be sure exactly where you're headed. Trust that you are being divinely guided always. And take the moment of sacred pause to focus inward on you and what you need, and to prepare yourself to fill your cup. Because once it starts running, once things start moving and quickening, and things start manifesting and just out of the blue, know that you have to be ready. So use this moment of pause, use this detour, this period of redirection, as things are being created and manifested in the ethers in preparation for what's about to go down in the physical. Use this opportunity to really focus inward on you and do what you need to do to be ready to receive, to be ready to step into your truth and your power. So I hope this story time resonated with you. I hope that there was something within it for you. Trust the process, trust the journey. Even though it may feel like it's taking forever, even though it may feel like what you are manifesting is not coming into fruition, know that it's on its way. But everything needs to be in divine alignment. And once it is, you will know. So I'm sending you so much love and light, so much love, so much grace, patience, and remember to trust in that inner voice. Trust it. Don't let anyone talk you out of trusting your inner voice, trusting your intuition, trusting what feels right within you. Everybody will have their own perception of you and your path and what you are doing. Everybody will not understand, and that's their journey. But it has no power or tug over you and what you know that you are here to do. So keep moving forward, keep trusting, keep loving, and fill your cup. All right, I'm sending you all so much love and light. And until next time, bye-bye.